Hello everybody and welcome to Matt Fryer Golf. I'm down at TrueFit Golf Centre today and this is the second video in my slice series to help you get rid of that dreaded slice. So today we're going to be looking at face fixes. If your face is too open when making these swings and it's open to your path, we're going to fix that today with a couple of easy little drills that you can do to get that better, get it a bit more neutral or closed if anything. So what we will have found out from the first video is that generally, always when we have a slice shot, we find that the face is open to the path. So we need a way of now getting that face neutral or a little bit more shut. So first, hopefully you've identified that your face is a little bit too open. So a couple of things you may see, or definitely when I see people come for lessons, this is what we tend to see when they have an open face. So generally when we see people with a slice, what we see is the face is obviously open, but we see quite a weak grip. So normally the right hand's over too much towards the target and the left hand is pulled that way a little bit too much also. So we wouldn't see many knuckles on the left hand glove, and also we see quite a lot of knuckles on the right hand. It's over too much. So when they start to take that back, one thing I see a lot of is people starting to roll the face. So now you can see that face is actually pointing up towards the ceiling, which is, it's going to be really open when we get up to the top. That's not something we want to be doing. So we need a way of curing that. We need to fix it a little bit. So one thing I want you to do, if you do have this open face problem, we're going to make your grip just a little bit stronger. It's not a permanent fix. You know, it's something that will help. You know, it can be sometimes determined as a bit of a quick fix. But once you've watched all the other videos and put the other pieces of the puzzle together, it'll all be better from there. So like I say, we want to have a little bit of a stronger grip. Generally, what we'd see, what you hear a lot of, when we've got our left hand on the club, this is for the right-handed player, we want to be looking down and we want to see two knuckles when we see our glove hand from above. We don't want to see no knuckles and just the thumb and don't see any of the back of the hand. We want to have it turned towards the right hand side now, over a little bit more, and seeing two more knuckles. Also, when we get our right hand on, what we don't want to see is that it's wrapped over too much. We want to see it under the club a little bit more, not excessively. What I'd use as a reference point is when you pinch your thumb and your forefinger together, you'd see a little line or crease created. You want that pointing just up towards your right shoulder when we're making this better grip. So what we'd see there now is a little bit more of a stronger grip, not a weak grip. So hopefully this will get the face a little bit more neutral or shut if anything. Also, another tip that you can imply into your slice fixing, when we start to take it back, like I said earlier, we do see a lot of this rolling of the club head, so all of a sudden it's gone to quite open. And what you'd notice here, when I get up to the top now, my lead wrist is quite cupped here, quite extended that's called. So all of a sudden now the face is quite open, so when I come to deliver that face to the ball, that's going to be nice and open. We're going to see a slice from there. So what we're going to try and do is get a little bit more of a bowed wrist or a flexed wrist up at the top. Like you see someone like Dustin Johnson, he's well known for that. That's going to get the club face a little bit more shut or neutral, so then when we deliver it, hopefully once we get our path travelling a little bit more into out, we're going to see some straighter shots. So here's what we're going to do, guys. What I want you to do is take your stronger grip, make sure you've got your stronger grip, and we're going to make some swings up to the top, and I want you to focus solely on your lead wrist. And what we're going to try and do is when we get up to the top, I want to see it a little bit bowed, so the back of your hand now is pointing up towards the ceiling. I don't want it pointing down towards the floor so it gets cut. We're going to try and get it bowed here, just a little bit. If you can get a little bit of this bowing up into the top, what we'd see now is the face is going to be a lot better. You'll see that on some of the close-ups here in a moment. So we're going to make some swings, feeling that this face gets a little bit bowed up at the top now. It's not getting cupped, it's starting to get bowed here. Then we're just going to try and hit some shots. Now what you will see, if you do get this wrist position up at the top, and you have a path that's travelling from out to in, you might see some shots that start to go left. Because you've got a path that's moving left and a face that now matches that, you might hit some straight pulls to the left, or you might even start to hit some pull hook shots because we've got a bit of a closed face now. So don't worry about that. that sign shows that you're not still got that open face, that you're actually starting to change your face position, and once we remove the path, it'll be okay from there. So we're going to make some swing, guys, and we're going to try and get this bowed wrist up at the top to then hopefully get the face feeling a little bit more neutral or shut. Let's give it a go. Excellent, that one for me there did draw a little bit. I generally cut the ball, so getting this little bit of a bowed wrist is obviously helping me get that face a little bit more neutral or shut, if anything. Guys, I hope that tip helps for you. Do give it a go. Look out for the other videos as well. You'll need to put them all together to make sure you fix your slice and play some better golf. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss any of the other parts. Also check me out on my other social media platforms. You'll see those all here now. And thanks again, and I'll see you soon.